Football might be back, man. Like, it's a beautiful thing to see. If you look across all of Europe right now, there's this parity. There's this level playing field that I have not seen in a very long time. Welcome back to Remedy 2. This is going to be the Remedy Unfiltered channel. I appreciate the content or the support from yesterday. Look, I'm going to try post daily on this, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So right now, we're going to be talking about why Europe feels so different right now. I don't know what it is. Maybe I do know what it is, but things just feel different right now. Like, let's take a look at all of the big teams. We're going to talk about Real Madrid, Barcelona, Arsenal, Man City, Inter, Dortmund, Bayern, Juventus. Like, think of all of these teams that I'm naming right now, right? All of them, or most of them did not win over this weekend, right? I know Inter actually, they beat Lazio 6-0 yesterday, and quite frankly, which was a crazy game. But if we look at how Europe is right now, right? I feel that there's never been a better opportunity than now for a smaller team to emerge to become one of Europe's elite. Even if I look at the Champions League table right now, right? Top is Liverpool, second is Barcelona, third is Arsenal, fourth is Leverkusen. Fifth is Aston Villa, sixth is Inter, seventh is Brest in their first ever European competition, like in their history. Eighth is Lille. Before the tournament started, you would have thought Brest, Lille, they would have been down there in the dumps. But really and truly, when we talk about the so-called mid-table teams across the European or the Champions League teams right now, like Atletico Madrid, who've won 5 games in a row in La Liga, they sit 11th place. Atalanta, who are top of Serie A right now, they sit in 13th. And then you really scroll down the table, right? In 20th place, it's Real Madrid. In 22nd place is Man City. And outside of the top 24, and if the Champions League group stage ended today, PSG would not qualify for the next round. That's how insane the parity across Europe right now. And even like, okay, I specialize more in La Liga. I know more about La Liga right now. There's this meme that's going around social media that every time Barcelona or Real Madrid have a chance to capitalize on the other dropping points, they don't. Like, Barcelona would draw 2-2, Real Madrid would draw 3-3. And that's kind of been the feeling around Europe this season. Even Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga, out in their last 5 games, they've only won 2 of them. So there's this insane parity right now. And it's actually making for really good drama, really good storyline right now across the entirety of football, because especially, let's use the Premier League, right? Anyone can literally beat anyone. Any person, any team, right? Ipswich could go to Anfield and probably get a result at this point. Ipswich could go to the Emirates for sure and get a result. And this is just a really strange thing because we're so used to 1 or 2 teams just running away with every single competition. In Serie A, like the top 6 teams are split by 1 or 2 points, something crazy like that. In the Premier League, of course, you have top spot in Liverpool, but then there's a really truncated upper mid-table. So from Chelsea all the way down to, I don't know, Bournemouth, it's not many points. You talk about La Liga, right? Let me actually just bring up the La Liga table on my phone, because again, this is just a truncated season across all of Europe's top competitions, aside from the Liga. Okay, fair enough. But looking at La Liga right now, Barcelona sit top on 38 points, Atletico on 38, Real Madrid on 37, Athletic Club are on 33, and then in 5th place is Mallorca, is Villarreal, Osasuna make up the top 10, and Girona, who everyone thought were going to have a dreadful season, losing the likes of Alex Garcia and Savinho, they still sit in the top 10. So that smaller team, the smaller teams have really done well this season to kind of compress the gap between the top and the bottom. But also, when we think about fixture congestion, there's just been so many games of football in the past 3 or 4 years. Like, you think about, I don't know, the Euros, you think about the World Cup, you think about the Champions League having more games this season. It's really just a lot of football. And I'm like Arsenal are playing tomorrow, right? I just watch them. I literally just watch football. It's like we are getting so much football, and I'm not sure as fans if we totally deserve it, because man, sometimes you'd like a break from football, but there's literally football every single day, especially in this winter period. You can't go a day without watching football at this point. And I don't know, man. I just feel that this season, what we're watching across Europe's top competitions is, a level of parity I've just not seen in a very long time. And if I was to go back onto the Premier League, right? If I was to talk about the Premier League table right now, again, it's one of the most truncated things ever. So we look at Chelsea on 34 points. They've had a really good start to the season that no one really expected before the season started. Nottingham Forest are fourth. They sit above Man City after 16 games. Man City have had a dreadful season. Bournemouth, right? Bournemouth, who have been really good so far this season, they sit sixth place. Aston Villa, tough season so far for them, but they sit seventh. Fulham, Brighton, Tottenham, Brentford, Newcastle, Manchester United sitting 13th. This is probably one of the weirdest seasons. And imagine the Premier League finished like this. Imagine the Premier League finished with Liverpool winning the league after Jurgen Klopp going, with Nottingham Forest finishing fourth, with Manchester City qualifying for the Europa League. Bro, this is insane, right? And I don't know, man, maybe I'm just rambling on this video, but I just feel that football's back. I feel that the smaller teams are finding, what's the word? They're finding gems. They're finding places that they can lever themselves against, because some of the recruitment, especially in the Premier League this season, like if I was to look at Nottingham Forest team right now, right? Morgan Gibbs-White, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Elliot Anderson, Chris Wood, who's probably one of the Premier League's top scorers right now, Ola Aina, Milenkovic, Murillo. Like, this is a very, very good team. And this is a team people expected to just survive the drop. And then if I was to go on to someone like a Brighton, for example, right? Yakuba Minta, what's his name? Jorginho Rutter, Kaoru Matoma, João Pedro, Carlos Baleba, Yassine Ayari. And then you go onto the bench. You go onto the damn bench of Brighton's team, and you're looking at some insane players. You're looking at what's his name? Adingra, Mats Vifa, who everyone wanted in the summer. And then injuries wise, they've got Kadioglu injured. They've got James Milner injured. I'm like, bro, this is Brighton, who sit ninth place in the Premier League, right? They've got an insane team right now. And as an Arsenal fan, I'll take like 3 or 4 Brighton attackers because they're better than us. Like, do you know how insane that is? We're a team that should be qualifying or competing for the Premier League, yet like if you go player for player, right, especially for Brighton and against Arsenal, there'll be a lot of like close debates. And that's my damn point. Europe just seems to be back. This feels like the 11-12 season for some reason, and it just seems that all the small teams can get something. So if you are a fan of a so-called smaller European team, enjoy the moment. If you are a fan of a Bournemouth, for example, enjoy the moment, because your team is getting raided like crazy, right? I look at Bournemouth's team against West Ham last night, right? Ryan Christie's a good player. Dunga Watara is a good player. Justin Kluivert is a good player. Evan Nelson is a good player. What's his name? Antoine Semenyo, who's a really, really good player. Like, enjoy them right now because they're getting raided, unfortunately. So this video is just to say enjoy football right now, because I don't know how long it's been since we've seen a season like this, and long may it continue. If you've enjoyed Remedy 2's video right now, I don't know why I'm speaking about myself in the third person, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and I'm going to try post daily. So take care, and I'll see you very soon for another video.